Hello everybody, my name is Nathan. Welcome back to Let's Play BlackICE and Hearthstone 4 as France. Let us continue on where we last left off. So, at the moment, okay, so we got our plan here, which is going to help us be a little bit more defensive. What else we got here? So, let me just fix this right up. So you need to go for the fortification bonus. Land fort and coastal fort construction speed goes up a little bit, but that basically just sounds bad. Has completed the focus defense national funds. Infantry equipment and a bunch of stuff actually goes to be a lot cheaper, which is nice. But what do we need for that defense national fund? Is that over here? No, that's more about the colonies. Is it down in here? But deficit fund, Bank of France, Catholic schools. There it is. Okay, the Defense National Fund requires rearmament. Rearmament requires world attention to be at 20%. So we're not going to be getting that anytime soon. I mean, the only thing we can really do is expand Air Force, the Navy, or get the fortification bonuses, what I'm not really that interested in. And that's all it requires me to have the national defense anyway. So let's go down the colonial investments and tool modernization. 25% bonus to industry. Or infrastructure naval base goes up. Again, that doesn't seem that good, but I'm sure it's going to help out a lot of our little colony states. The first things first, let's get our bonus to industry. I think that's probably going to be our best bet for the time being. Again, I think... What are we training right now? We're not training anybody. I mean, our manpower is kind of low. It's only 433,000. I want to train up a handful of infantry divisions. They already got some artillery, anti-tank brigades. Sure, so let's train up 2 infantry divisions. Colonial militias, motorized. So you're motorized and you're cavalry. Semi-motorized. Sure, let's also train up 2 motorized divisions and maybe a tank division as well. I'm pretty sure you're tanks, right? You're AMCs. Is that not a tank? Cavalry tank. What the hell's a cavalry tank? It's probably in here somewhere. Cavalry tank. There it is, cav tank. So you got light cav tank, infantry tanks. I guess we'll start building the cavalry tanks. Build a handful of them. Maybe like 3 factories worth. Throw that all above all of these ships, because we have so many planes trying to be built right now. Yeah, we also need like more factories. We need a lot more stuff. I guess we actually probably don't want 3 factories. Might be a little bit too much for these tanks. We'll just have 1 for the time being. And right now, yeah, we have no fuel. Absolutely 0. We are consuming a lot. The Navy, for some reason, takes 370 a day. Just by being parked? Maybe. Okay, did we win any medals? The answer is absolutely not. Good game. Disappointing. No template for... submachine gun and light infantry equipment. Were we not using that somewhere? Did not one of these troops need to use it? I guess not. Well, if that's the case, then I guess we'll just go pre-war, delete that. Okay, well now the game's mad at me for not having it. So, I don't know what they want. Pre-war infantry equipment, submachine guns, throw that. Okay, collapse all of this. Okay, well, I don't need to collapse everything. Just collapse the boats. Yeah, get rid of all these boats. I don't need them here. Get them out of my sight. So apparently there's no divisions that use the submachine guns, but yet the game is mad when I don't have them. I do not know why. I mean, we'll train them. I'll just ignore that for now. We'll build them. Because we're probably going to need them at some point in the future. I just don't know when. And we need oil. Am I importing any oil? We are already importing 24 units of oil. And that's still not enough to actually deal with all of our stuff. Well, where's our Navy? Kind of all over the place. Which again, it's not like too surprising with the fact that we're France. Okay, we got some better field uniforms. You are now obsolete, so improve you. Get some better research slots. What can we research right now? Let's get it's 1936. Infantry guns. What are you? Inflation! Daily political power goes up, and all buildings construction speed by 15%. Fantastic. And our guy has now just resigned, so we have a new leader in charge of the country. So the UR 1938 tax. That is a little bit ahead of time for us. I guess we'll go for this, maybe? Again, I'm really not too sure. You're all still ahead of time. 1936 allows us to get better combat engineers. And we'll have some more stuff whenever this unlocks in 96 days. Arctic Winter Base. You know what? Let's just get this gun. We'll see what it does anything. We'll probably need it at some point in the future. What do you want us to do? Rubber plantations in Madagascar. How many points does that cost? It's going to cost us 25 political power. Reselling factories. I mean, well, do we need rubber? Is rubber something that we have 5. We're importing some, so it would be nice to have the rubber, I guess. We have even more dockyards, so we'll put 2 on that one. Not a big deal. So who's in charge of the country right now? We got Charles Ney Delishin. We are a social democracy. I don't know why it's using a default face. You think BlackICE would have a better model than this. This is a diplomatic objection. It's an act of war. French Republic joins the Allies. UK must approve of the agreement for the bonus to take effect. If war breaks out, we will suffer a civil war due to our disjointed government. We'll let the Germans remilitarize the Rhineland for now. We must see to our porous defenses. Of course we will. Are you level 10 forts? You're level 12 forts. That seems really good. Level 12 at a level 3. We can see the German army is now slowly going onto our border. Also, all of this music apparently is copyrighted. Can I just only have... I can have weighted shuffle, but I can't turn off the... Yeah, I cannot turn off the BlackICE music, so... Kind of screwed for any kind of monetization there. What is going on? We got low manpower, 300,000 men. I guess you're mostly just going to deploy in Ile-de-France. So I don't know where else I'm really going to put you for the time being. Of course, we can also minimize all of this because we don't actually need them open right now. It's not a big deal. So logistically, we're kind of short on everything. We're short 18,000 rifles. That's not extremely good. I would go so far as to say that's pretty bad. The Spanish Civil War should be happening pretty soon. Again, I don't know why you don't have a leader portrait. Who the hell is Stanley Baldwin? How do you get in charge here? Where's Chamberlain? I'm actually kind of surprised that a lot of people don't have models. It's very strange to me. Also, I don't know why our social democracy is a different logo than the Swedish one, but sure, whatever. Again, we have more free dockyards. Are we building I don't even think we're building any not transport ships. Do we have convoys? Are convoys in this mod at all? We have 600 convoys. Do transport ships count as... Okay, transport ships count as convoys. So build a handful of them. Shrink that up. There we go. That should all be okay. Get slightly more convoys, because I'm sure a lot of them are probably going to get sunk by German U-boats at some point in the future. The question really then is when. Okay, so we have 16 days. We might as well go up to speed 5 for the time being. No reason really to play on speed 4. Getting 14% of our army. Going economy-wise 20%. So yeah, right now we don't have fuel. So any war with Germany would basically be a death sentence because we don't have fuel, and basically all of our troops need fuel to some capacity. I mean, we could get more fuel from the United States, but I don't know how much that's really going to help us out here. The answer is not really a lot. We make We do gain slightly more than we lose, but not by that much. Let's even get some fuel from the Brits as well, I guess. Because it would be nice to at least have fuel in our stockpile. I know we're using factories for something that probably could be spent better elsewhere, but I think for now we should be okay. What are you? Corruption. Our corruption is going up. Corruption increases by 0.11. Multiplied by 0.93 due to laws. Our corruption is 0.22. I'm assuming, is that bad or is that good? Oh, I just clicked on it. I don't know what I did. So, great work there by me. Our political power is at -87, so I probably had something to do with that. So your fighters, heavy bombers, sure. Let's get some better planes. That's probably going to be beneficial for us. I would imagine, at least. Okay, so we've modernized our tools. Economic reforms. Okay, that seems like the right way to go. Again, nothing really to do here. Social reforms. The amendment. Okay, either way, we'll just go for the economic reforms right now. 63 days till that is done. I don't know exactly how they've decided how long these should last. Because, you know, the base games are 70 days, and each one's all seem to be pretty different from each other. Hide extra, I guess. I don't know what it's wanting me to do. Second London Naval Conference, 29 days left. What happens at this? What are you? Answer is, I have no idea. Something's going to happen in 28 days. How many troops do the Germans have right now? The Germans have between 35 and 65 divisions. I mean, we do outnumber the Germans, but that's not really saying much. It also really depends on how much the British would actually have supported us in a war against the Germans. And based on the fact that we're on the historical focuses, I'm going to assume like they wouldn't help us out at all. Okay, so we have you finished. Even more research speed, I think, is going to be beneficial. Planning speed and reinforcement rate plus 2% or plus 4 and 5%. Seem good as well. How much longer for this conference? 19 days. And then who knows what the hell's going to happen. So my navy. You're Northern France, North Africa, West Africa. Like most of these, can I just like select all my boats? Yeah, just select all of my boats for the time being. Because I don't need anything in Africa. Like, I legitimately do not care about any naval operations in Africa or in Asia. Like, it really doesn't matter to me too much. So I'm going to have you all just quickly redeploy to Brest. I know it's going to take up a lot of fuel because it's all getting used by a navy to move around. Do the boats start to sink if they don't have fuel? Maybe. Did they all get home already? Just combine this into one big fleet. I know that's probably like terrible choice, but too late. I've already done it. Support China. FRA recall trainers. We can support Iran. Imperial State of Iran gets event. France recalls its commanders. I don't know why I would want to do that. And I don't even know how that supports China. I mean, China's not at war with the Japanese yet, are they? Not that I can see. And I don't know why we would get them away from Iran. I don't really care about what's happening in Iran. It really doesn't matter too much to me at all. Yeah, so these ships have like no organization. I'm assuming because they have like no fuel. Okay, I don't care about you right now. 9 days left until the naval treaty is done. Is that all the boats? No, we have some in the Levant. And then I have some in the Eastern Mediterranean. Just come home. I don't even know. Yeah, just like I don't need you to be in the Middle East right now. I'll redistribute the boats afterwards. Because we need a decently sized navy in Europe. I think that's probably one of the most important things. You know, these guys, what are you doing? I just realized that you should probably be on the front line with Italy, because defending the northern coast is probably going to be less important than trying to push through Italian territories. I know this is basically, yeah, just like that. Because Italy is actually going to be at war with us. Italy is going to be a hostile power. Egypt, you're owned by the British. It really depends on if we're going to get completely steamrolled by the Germans and then become Vichy France. In which case, I don't know what's going to happen. 1 day left until the Naval Conference. The Conservatives win or the incumbent party wins. Election 100 description. Party stupid sensibility or stupid sensibility, but this one gives us political power. We're going to choose that one. I don't know. Election. Public demands rearmament. Well, I will agree with that. People have the right to feel safe. Or... Okay, so we just turn to orderly mobilization. There we go. I think that by far is the right choice. Better than being civilian economy. Because unlike the French, you know, historically in 1936, we know that war is happening. You know, there is no question whatsoever that there is going to be a war. Also, something just got bypassed, and I don't know what it was. But it's not a big... Oh, rearmament got bypassed. Okay. So we have our big-ass navy here. Can I split you guys in half? There we go. We got a bunch of task force. I don't know how many commanders I have. So you're going to go to that port. You already have an admiral. You're going to go to... You're going to go to Dunkirk. You will go to here. You will go there. Actually, no, you go here. The other 5 ship can go somewhere else, like to one of these like level 1 ports that basically suck. You go to this level 3 port. And then I guess you just stay still. And that should be fine, I think, for the most part. So this 5, I'm going to send them down to this 3. Out with the old and into the new. Remove all conservative ideas from French Republic. Remove all fascist ideas, monarchist ideas, and authoritarian ideas. Okay. Plus 300 political power. Thank you very much. So we're not in a massive deficit anymore. And what do I spend my political power on? Because as you can see, there are like a million options that I can change. And what the hell am I going to do? Maybe, for one, maybe get a leader that actually has a proper portrait. That would be nice. But for now, reserve army, standing army. Make sure to mobilize your military if you think war is near. Or your military is incredibly weakened. Standing army limited. We can't do that. So let's get a standing army. Normal financial operations. The age bracket, I think, is fine for now. Medium standards, basic officer training. Average taxes, free press. I don't need to change anything with the civil liberties right now. I think that's okay. No recruitment. Can I not? Okay, I can't do anything there yet. Foreign minister, interior minister. Of course, like, there's so many things we have to look at. Improve relations, opinion. Basically, that sucks. I don't need you at all, ever. Stability goes up. Stability is incredibly low, so I mean, that's not even a bad idea. Effect on partisan, social democracy support. You're worth 150. I want someone who's, like, really, really good. Armament organizer, you terrible. Political point +1, conversion cost, war industrialist. That sounds pretty good. Who doesn't like a good old war industrialist? Industrial planner. No, let's get the war industrialist. I think that makes sense given the events that are going to happen very, very soon. You can go to this. Where can I send you? I'm gonna send you here. I'm gonna send this 10 down to here, and this 5 up to there. And just kind of reorganize our navies a little bit. But I think it's gonna be a good time to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, you can always thumbs down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.